Hi, I'm Margie Holmes, psychologist, author, and educator. Last week, we talked about bipolar disorder and what it's like to have it. I asked the question, if you were bipolar, what requests or favors do you want to ask your family and friends to make it easier for you to come out about being bipolar or to manage your illness? Now, let's start with some short, sweet, and very practical answers. Eloy Hernandez says, I'd ask them to not take it personally. It's not about them. Pishi says, I'd ask them to stay away if I am having the moments and to give me shopping money because I'm having the urge to let everything loose via retail therapy. And a very practical suggestion from UP Professor Eric Manalastas, take a free online course like Yale's Intro to Psychology and get up to speed on what having mood disorders is all about. Now, we have two answers that have to do with praying, but not in the way that you expect. Wesley Vitan says, make them stop forcing me to go to Mass. It doesn't help. Angelina Sparks Canapi responds to Wesley and says, I hate that too. When I'm in church, I just smell death and I crave mine. And now for some longer answers which are just as helpful and perhaps more personal. May Juliet Dison says, it's still very challenging for us to manage our intensities for now, and the world still can't handle us, so we will have the negative label. But if society would focus on our gifts, I think people would be more accepting of us. Chay Salangad Fernandez says, if I had bipolar disorder and I chose to take medicines, I'd ask to be treated as a person who is not strong enough to manage it on my own. The stigma of being called a mental patient just because he chooses to take meds is one of the many ways one does not come out or be open about discussing it. Elia Quintanar, I'd ask them not to be embarrassed by me. Anonymous adds and shares her experience. I've been taking meds for 7 years now and I am highly functional, pero meron pa ring lapses. The sad part is, the people who are supposed to understand me, sila yung mahirap mag-adjust. I have been encouraging them to attend the support group seminar and wala pa kahit isang pumunta. At 38, I finally got tired of trying to end my life. So now, as what the cliche says, I live my life to the fullest. Way to go, Anonymous. After all is said and done, many people with bipolar disorder feel that support from family and loved ones counts a lot, if not the most. Rudy Yu says, it's easy to say meds, but I find the best is having a shoulder to cry on and lean on. Angelina Sparks Canapi says, I'd ask them to remind me of who I am in their lives. Remind me why they like me, what they love about me, why I'm important to them. Ishel Perez says, having a good environment and being surrounded by people who love me are tremendously important. Perhaps it's best to end with Mark Rassing's answer to the question, what is it you'd ask of your family and friends regarding your bipolar disorder? Mark says, none, as in no favor, no special treatment whatsoever. Awareness and acceptance must come from within. Well, that's it for today. Join in the discussion by commenting below. Send me your questions on Facebook, tweet using the hashtag AskMargie, or send an email to askmargie@rappler.com. See you next week.